Hey folks, we're the new owners of a CF Moto UForce 1000, and one of the reasons why we got this vehicle was
for the plow.
Yeah, we want to be able to plow our driveway. We live at 9,000 feet way up in the mountains in Colorado, and it snows most of the year, and we have a 700-foot driveway.
Yes. And so as you can see, last night we got like an inch of snow, but as you'll see, it drifts really bad, and so everybody else's inch of snow comes over into our yard. So.
Yeah, we had some 40-mile-an-hour winds all night long, so even with 1 inch of snow, that means we have to plow our driveway.
That's right.
And if it keeps being windy, we'll have to plow our driveway multiple times during the day. So today we're having a little bit of a break from the wind, a little bit of a window. So we're going to give it a test. We're going to see how this plow that we ordered specifically for the UForce, how does it work? And do we like it? And give you guys a little bit of a review.
Yeah. So we use the winch to bring it up and down, and then it's manual for the pushing from left to right. So if we want to push the snow one way, we just pull up a lever, twist it, real simple. So.
And then what about adjusting it close to the ground? How close of a shave can you get?
Right, so there are a stack of washers underneath the shoes that it slides on. And so I've just recently, this morning, adjusted, so I took out several washers on each side. So we're just about an inch off the ground. So we'll see how it goes, see how close shave we get with that.
So you better take a look at this driveway and see what we're in for. So you said it's controlled by the winch, which has a switch right here.
So here's our winch control. It's got a long cord, so if you're out pulling something, you need to keep an eye on it. You can take it out, drag it out there for you.
Oh, okay, so it's sort of tied up a little bit.
Yeah, that's why it's got the long cord
and
on it.
Plugs in.
And there's a electrical outlet right underneath the dash here for plugging it in. There's only in and out, so it's pretty simple. So you want to come in, you want to lift it up, you push the in. When you want to go out, push it down.
So out puts it down,
right.
In pulls it up.
Right, and it's just gravity holding it down. So you can let it out a little bit, and then you notice the whole front end comes up because the weight is now on the ground and not on the front of the machine. So.
Well, this will be the first time plowing with a cab.
I know.
It's like a first for us.
How nice is that?
It'll be interesting to see how it goes.
It was already nice and warm in here when I opened the door.
Oh yeah, with the sunlight.
Yeah.
Warming it up.
So no wind.
Let's take a look at that driveway and see how bad it is.
Yeah.
Here's one of the drifts right here, already at the start of the driveway. It's hard to catch a sense of how deep it is, but if I put my foot in it, it's at least 6-7 inches deep right there. And that's just one of the small drifts. Well, we got a pretty good scrape there. I'm going to hop in the cab and see what we can see from the inside. Okay.
How'd it look?
Oh, it was a pretty clean scrape, I think.
Oh, good. Oh.
Ooh. Well, here comes that wind. All right. What can we see from the inside of the cab?
That was a big one.
This spot's usually clear, but the hillside is terrible.
Yeah. I don't know.
Let's see how deep it is. That's a lot of snow right there. He scooped up a little gravel there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's all slushy.
Yeah, the sun really gets it really soft, so. There you go. That's not a spot for you. He didn't quite make that one. He left a little bit of snow behind. Look at this. It's like he went right over the bump. Whoa, he's getting stuck. I don't know, guys. I think he's hung up. We have to go the other way. Little speed. Oh, buddy. All right, we got it. Phew.
It gets hot in here.
It does? Okay. I saw you trying to get a little air. You see how you hopped over that drift?
Yeah.
That was funny. Like butter. It is a really, really mild sunny day. It's probably 45 out with the bright sun. So the snow is really heavy right now. That's what we're dealing with, is very heavy, dense snow. So it's hard to kind of bust right through it, but it looks like it's doing pretty good so far. All right, one more run up the hill without the plow down. All right, he switched the angle of the plow. Now he's coming back down. You can almost see how icy it is underneath the snow. Once that sun gets on it, it really kind of makes it into a sheet of ice on this driveway. What do you think so far?
I think it's running pretty good.
Okay.
It's heavy snow, right? It's starting to melt and it's drifted, so.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning, is that it's very warm out, it's compacted, it's very heavy snow right now, so.
Very, very dense.
Dense.
So.
Yeah.
So I think, 6 inches is probably really good. Hitting stuff like this, you can't push it. You can scoop a little bit off the side.
Yeah, so it's hard. You can't really bust through a drift with
Right,
it. It's
yeah,
not really what it's for.
No.
As we saw, you
Yeah.
kind of hopped right over the drift.
That's right. I could easily now switch the plow so it pushes that way and just keep going back and forth and clean all that right off.
Okay, a new passenger.
Somebody wants to come along for the ride.
He wants to see what it's like. Sit.
Good boy. Good boy, Dino.
Well, I guess you got a little bit of work done.
A little bit, yeah.
So, first impressions.
I think it's going to work out good. I think it's got some good power to it. The plow's scraping kind of right at the level it wanted to.
Okay, so you got that adjusted to the right height.
Yep.
All right.
So that'll smooth out any high spots in the gravel.
So I can tell you what I noticed when you were trying to get through one of those big drifts. It kind of hopped over it.
Yeah, I felt
So,
that.
Yeah. So, what do you think caused that?
Well, probably a very tapered drift. So those big shoes and the dense snow just acted like a ski ramp, and so the big broad shoes on the plow just rode right up the drift.
Okay. So the snow, when the snow drifts and it gets really compacted, it gets really firm, almost a comparison to concrete, and very dense. That when you encounter it, it's hard to bust through.
Yeah, so unless you start cutting with the plow, those big shoes that are, that big around, we're going to ski right up it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's what happened. All right.
Yep.
So
probably if I'd gone slower, maybe.
Okay.
Might help.
And what about just application? So it's like we have a gigantic snowblower on our tractor. So when do you use the plow? When do you use the snowblower?
Yeah, so if I'd gone out, last evening and plowed before the drifts got double the size, then that'd be a good application. If there's no wind and we're only getting 4 inches, yeah, you can zip up and down the driveway a few times and you get it plowed pretty quick.
Well, and the thing is, we have to get the tractor to heat up, plug in the block heater. And so it's a process to get the driveway plowed for the tractor with the tractor. So it's a little quicker doing it this way if you don't have a ton of snow. Had we had a foot of snow, probably wouldn't be using this machine. But
right.
We get just enough. Like we only had 1 inch of snow last night, but like you saw in the drifts, it only takes 1 inch to cause a lot of problems. So
yeah, and we've said this before, though, if we keep packing it down with the cars, then it just becomes a sheet. The sun melts it just enough that it freezes back up, and then we got a sheet of ice. So
what about maneuverability? Was it easy enough to adjust, like turning it left and right? What did you think about?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. I think it's very easy to get out. Yeah, it'd be nice to have some kind of electric system on it, but it takes a matter of seconds to get out and switch the plow around. Yeah, so I think the plow is going to work good.
Well, I noticed you opening up the windows at one point, so.
Yeah, it was getting warm in there.
On a day like today, it's 45 degrees out.
Yeah, when you're
sun beating on you.
Yep.
You're all bundled up.
Exactly.
So was it a mistake getting a cab?
No.
Just trick question.
Yeah,
Not a mistake. Okay.
Never a mistake.
So just don't need to dress quite as warmly to plow the driveway when it's 45 and sunny, probably.
Exactly, yeah. It's nice to keep the wind off.
Yeah.
So with the snowblower, man, I have to wear everything, goggles, the rabbit fur hat, just because the wind blows the snow all over you, you're just covered.
You pretty much create your own little mini personal blizzard.
I do.
When you're snow blowing with the tractor on those windy days. So, yeah. All right, we'll be curious to see how it operates on a windy day with the snow and if you end up needing a wiper sooner than later, because...
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. It's the 6-foot CF Moto snowplow that we got specifically for our UForce. So far, so good. Pretty happy with it. Today's conditions will be different from tomorrow's conditions as far as the type of snow that we have to remove from the driveway, but definitely nice to have another option to be able to get our driveway accessible. So one other thing you probably noticed in the video when Brian was trying to back up over that snowdrift he hopped over, he's spinning the tires a little bit. Yeah. So on our next video, we'll show you our solution to that to help have more traction in the snow. So stay tuned. We'll see you at the next one.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
You probably noticed something in that video that was glaringly obvious, and that was the fact that we didn't have optimal traction on our UForce. But behind me is the solution for that. It just came in. This is our final accessory that we ordered. We got tracks for it. So yeah, if we were wondering if we were even had a half a brain about trying to plow our driveway without any kind of traction on our tires. I know folks have mentioned using chains, but we think that this is going to be the ticket for us. It is made by a third party. CF Moto doesn't make this. In the next video, we'll show you exactly how they work, and hopefully we'll be able to get out on the trails with it. So, all right, guys, appreciate it. Stay tuned for the next one. We'll see ya. Bye.